I feel like doing something a bit more intense or in depth. Some of you may struggle to watch it, but it's fine. Just because we have both under 12 teams playing against each other, I feel like watching this a bit more in depth rather than just focusing on one point. So we'll play it out, and when I see something, I'll commentate on it, but I'll pause it in between so you don't have to be bored. All right, so when playing to our striker, I want you holding onto the ball here, protect it, scan. I want you trying to shield the ball and hold it up for a bit, rather than taking a touch into space and risking losing the ball. I just want you to hold this ball. So here, scan, get under control, try to take your touch away from these two defenders, and that will give you time, arms up, protect it. That will give you time to see Thomas is on, but also give Rylan time to support underneath and make his forward run. So then you can just lay it off here or lay it across. So strikers, I don't want you rushing. Okay, I want you to just get it under control, bang, hold it up. Okay, I can bounce Rylan because he's going to be coming through. Any midfielder is going to be coming through. Or you might then find the winger, but don't rush and panic this. Whether this was on purpose or a bad touch, either way, this is the idea of what we're trying to go. We go striker, and from here, we need forward runs, but making sure, Dimmy, we need to get way wider than this. I need you coming out here, making this run, so we can stretch this player out. Okay, because as we see, have a look at this. Okay, cool. Now, Jethro, something that we all are doing and you know, what's the word? We all are doing poorly. We're rushing and we're forcing through players. I want us to relax. So my under 12 City team, but also the North I was speaking to yesterday, is relax and stop rushing for the goal. Even if you're people on the sideline, you hear your parents saying, go, go, go. Relax. We don't need to force it. Let's keep the ball. Under 12 City, we have limited plays. Like, we don't have that many subs. So you're going to get tired all the time. So rather than trying to dribble 1v1, it's just keep the ball. You guys are skillful enough, okay? And also, because most of you are all under 11, you're going to get out physical. They're going to be stronger and faster, and the 1v1s aren't going to work. But you can be skillful enough to go, okay, cool, I'm running into trouble here, put my foot on the ball, turn out, or slip through. I need my under 11 really City team to start combining way more rather than head down dribble. The other players are going to be faster and stronger, which is also why your homework this week has been to do the speed program. Okay? But stop trying to get your head down and just go, go, go. That goes for you under 12s too. For you North team too. I say this always as well. Can I get my the closest defender takes a throw, can the second defender support under? So then you have to get really, really far away, because there's going to be so many times you can receive the throw, it's going to hit the floor, bounce to your feet, and then you got so much time away from their press, you can switch out to their winger. Okay, so with the throw-ins, I keep saying it, closest defender take the throw, other one support really far behind. And it's always going to be able to throw back. Or what's going to happen is this guy gets completely dragged out, which then creates space for maybe a midfielder to drop in. But there's just so much congestion. We're all trying to go to the ball. So can we please under 12s try? Second defender, not here, because that throw you're going to get killed. Really far away. Throw it as hard as you can. It's probably going to bounce and then go to his feet. And my furthest winger, be ready to receive this switch. Run for gold. But throwing into this mess, disaster. Just a highlight for Costa, brilliant. I'm totally comfortable with you guys playing through our goalkeeper. If for whatever reason it's a bad pass by one of you, I don't care, because this is the right idea. And think, Alec, as it comes, do your best to clear out the other way. But of course, if you're uncomfortable doing that and you think you're going to miss it, it's going to be a goal or whatever, no problem. But I think try to clear out to the space. We've come from this side. We've done a throw-in and everything just here. The space is here. And as you sense a switch, Dimmy, point, call, and get wider. I need you getting way wider for me in my team. I don't want you central. As soon as we sense a switch, or as soon as we think, okay, the ball might come to my side, get really, 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 really wide as humanly possible. Super important. Please listen up because it's the next learning about playing out from the back. Defenders, you now have to learn to see, is there one presser, is there two, or even if there's three. Okay, if there's only one person pressing, can you receive high on the edge of the box, and feel free to even get wider. So then as you receive, first touch beats into the space and we eliminate this one player. Okay. If they have three pressing, or potentially even just two like this, then receiving here is going to be bad. Why? Why can't we do that? Because if they're standing here and they play out, by the time the ball gets to you, you've been pressed and they score. But if there's only one pressing player, there's one striker. So in this situation, there's only one. To counteract this, okay, stand here on the edge of the box, far as wide as you really want, but this is a good reference point. So you can receive, by the time he presses, first touch forward, and you're on for gold. Okay. But if I overwhelm you with all this information at the start, you're going to not know anything. So now this is the next part for you defenders to realize. If there's one pressing player, where do we set up? Okay. If there's two or even three pressing players, then you're going to really need to drop off far away. Okay. Only thing I would say in terms of timing of our runs is super important. One, that pass just needs to be firmer and way quicker, Alec. Way quicker. But two, wait for him to be closer to, like, think about making your run kind of as he's receiving his first touch. So we're making our movement too early, Dimmy, and potentially even Johnny, depending. We want to make sure that as this player controls and is looking up, then you make your movement, and then by the time this player is ready to pass to you, you've now gotten away from your defender. Otherwise, what happens is, where is this? You've made your movement. Now he's controlled and looked up, but now it's too congested, it's too close. Okay, so now instead, keep your positioning, stay wide, hold your run, and now at this point of time, he's about to take his first touch, then look to make your run deeper, okay? And then same with you, Johnny, as this happens, can you see this huge pocket of space to come into? Play to your feet, you're going to be on for gold every day of the week, okay? Jethro, no problem, can you receive here? Also, Alec, I need you on the edge, on the side of your post, because we can switch out to you, and then this player is beat, and now we're on for gold. Okay, so timing of your run, important. Alec, support and think we're allowed to switch out too. Jethro, try to get into this little pocket of space, so then if you receive, you can also switch out to the other defender, and then he can drive into space. Okay, we have to get better of playing out of the press. Okay, so timing of runs and looking to switch and getting out of this press. But also Johnny Striker, really point, scream, and demand this ball, because you can see this pass ain't hard to do. It's very big. Okay, and the reason we say Dimmy gets really wide, because if he's central, if Dimmy's like this, then Thomas will mark like this. He'll mark on the inside. And that means then this is blocked. So that's why Dimmy's as wide as possible to stretch this guy away. Okay, can he receive? Or what might happen is Dimmy might get it, Jethro comes, we bounce out, and we bounce through. So these are different options that we've all spoken about. But that's just a reminder. So one more recap. I can bounce out to Dimmy. Dimmy plays in, and we go through. I could find Jethro, who can then switch out or maybe receive face forward and play to Johnny. Or Johnny, time your run. He's about to take his first touch. Even get closer to this player behind you, even give him a bit of a push and a nudge him out the way, then make your run. So he's kind of like, his momentum's going backwards, and then receive here. And you may even have time to turn. You have to scan your shoulder. If there is no time to turn, meaning there's a player behind you, once again, Dimmy's going to make his run, Jethro's going to make his run, and you can lay off and then make a forward run. Okay. Another good example of like just not rushing the attack, getting it under control, Johnny and everyone else who plays striker and just all positions, really getting under control, not thinking I got to turn the head down and go myself. Can we combine? So here's a great opportunity to do exactly what we say, where we say, here, can we look to lay it off into the space? He can make his forward run, and then you make your forward run, and then it's on for goal, 2v1. So think lay off, forward run, he can take his touch in the space, he can then lay it into the space in front of you, and then it's 1v1 with the goalkeeper. But we think we got to go head down, take on the world. It's just not going to work, especially when you're playing against some strong under 12s and you're under 11. It just doesn't work, and you're going to get beat for speed and strength every time. So can we look to combine, play and move, rather than head down and let me try to beat players? Okay, it's a very limited way of playing. Once again, always saying shoot far post, cross far post, and etc. Because here, the goalkeeper's always going to have it covered. Get your head up and think, can I try to shoot far post, or even try to cut it back? Ideally, just shoot far post in terms of a rule. But if you see the cutback, it is a better option. It's harder to do. But if you think, okay, just head down, easy, just shoot far post, what you're going to find is it goes to Yaya's feet and he taps it in. Okay, but shooting near post, you stuff it, it goes out to nowhere. Or shooting far near post and you get it perfect and it goes straight to the goalkeeper because they're trained to cover near post. Shoot far post. Or also get your head up. Look for these crosses, guys. Like, if you're in a wide position, it's so hard to score. Look to cross the ball, or at least go far post, because you're probably going to try to shoot far post and then scuff it more this way. Congrats, you've now crossed the ball. Okay. Once again with the throw-ins, like, there's just so much congestion if we're trying to throw here. So instead, can we please think about switching out of this mess? And you're going to find you're going to make the other team run so much more. You're going to find you have so much more space to play football. So, once again, whoever throws the ball, not here, because it will get thrown to your foot and tackled straight away. Get super far away, down here. And it means you're going to have to do a hard throw, and likely it's going to bounce and once again go to their feet. And then all it is, switch out straight away. So, when it's a throw-in, can we think about defender drop really, really far away? Winger, get a little bit wider. And if you start to see he's about to throw backwards, get really wide and drop so you can receive this. So it goes thrown to Braxton. He switches out to you because you're going to be from here, come out to here, receive. Then you drive into space, do whatever you want. Life's great, okay? But this throw is just like, you're just praying something happens and you bully your way through. You're not playing football at that stage. Whenever it's live play, especially when it's like in the center, I need my wingers, Thomas, get wider. Start, like, instantly think, like, run backwards this way. You can face the ball, but just drop, far away. And you're still facing the ball. So he might play it to your feet, but as you're dropping away, you're stretching the pitch, and you're either going to drag players away, or you receive here, first touch, forward goal. But we want to congest the pitch so much. My wingers, you're not midfielders, you're not strikers. Stretch the pitch. Like, it makes a huge difference. Because now right here, we can't do anything. We're too narrow. It's so congested. Like, the more space you give yourself, the more time you have to think of a good decision. And so instead of receiving and getting tackled on your first touch, you can take a first touch and have a time to think about what to do next rather than having two players on you. This type of throw-in, no problem. Like, we're close to goal, we're in the attacking half. Yeah, ideally we want to go into the box, throw into the box. When we're in our half far away, yeah, can we think about resetting the pitch going backwards? But here, absolutely, if we can cross it in on a throw, cool. That's very dangerous for them. Brilliant, no problem. If we're in a position to cross the ball with a throw-in, totally fine. This is all perfect. But in our half, can we look to reset backwards, switch out the other way? Really good example. So here, you look up, like it's so easy to switch this ball and go the other way. Okay, so this may be the first half potentially, but in the second half, at the halftime, I definitely mentioned we have to switch. Like learn to reset the ball, learn to switch. Especially if you see all this congestion, like at training yesterday, or every training we ever do in our life, fake the kick forward, really sell it, really like arms up, back leg swing, and really make it look like you're about to play forward. You can even point and call someone's name, say, yeah, Jethro, and then flick out, go out other side. And as you receive, Alec, try to take your first touch this way and play across the other way. Don't just panic and boot the ball. Obviously, scan, look left and right. Is there space to your left? Can you receive this and go the other way? Also, whoever turns this, if it's really clear you might be able to go straight across, more dangerous. Use Alec if you need, no problem. Okay, but learn to switch the ball. Okay, because here they've pressed really well. They've done everything we've taught them. Midfield's marked you. Yaya's not really blocking the switch, so it's on. Thomas has been in a position to press or block any through balls. Braxton's ready to stop Johnny getting the ball. So they've marked, they've pressed perfectly. They've stopped us going forward. So at that stage, we have to think about reset, try somewhere else, go the other side. Okay. All right, here's a couple good moments of play. So here, this is actually really good. No problem. Press, covered. Call by Costa. Referee's done an absolute disaster here. It touched the referee and it continued. Whatever. Nice play by the North team. But I like this too, so have a look. We receive, we bounce out. Johnny comes and get it. Johnny bounces, which I love. But now Jethro. Now we have to get our head up. Dimmy, you have to point and scream for this ball. And we got to play through these gaps into the space. But we're taking too many touches, Jethro, and we're trying to take players on. Combine, move the ball, play the ball into the space in front of your teammates. Dimmy, point and use your voice more. And there's so many chances we've wasted because we wanted to take a player on, because we wanted to take an extra touch. You guys are skillful enough to pass, move all day long. And even with this, Douglas, take a good first touch away from danger. Like, get it under control. Like we say, first touch, close, second touch, immediately into space. Away from danger. If you can go into the space away from danger with your first touch, even better. But I've tried teaching that before, and all that happens is you take your first touch a million miles into the defender. So, second step, easier step, get it under control. Gives you a quick little moment to see where the space is, and then attack the space. Once again, if you can attack the space safely with your first touch while keeping your body close to the ball, absolutely, it's even better. Alright, so cool. Here's a good example of, okay, it's probably best to drop off. So they're kind of pressing with 2 or 3. So in this instant, if you set up here, by the time you receive and face forward, you've already lost the ball. So in this situation, they're not pressing with 1, they're pressing with multiple. So then, yes, perfect drop off. But as mentioned before, let's say this player was over here, so he's no longer here. And they've only got 1 player central. Nicholas, you could set up in the corner of the box here. Braxton, you can set up in the corner of the box here. And you receive, face forward with your first touch. Receive, face forward, and there's so much space for you, Nicholas, to receive here. Okay. But that's for you now, the next advanced level to see for yourself. Okay. If there's only 1 defender, set up high. If they're pressing with multiple, like on this side, Braxton can't receive here. He's dead. But Nicholas, he could receive here. Absolutely. And then with his first touch, he's eliminated 3 players. So does that make sense? It's up to you to see it for yourself. It's not a blanket rule. I can't just say always set up here or always set up down here. Okay, to play at your very best optimally. See for yourself, can you set up higher to beat the press with your first touch? Or is it too dangerous because they're pressing with multiple players on your side of the pitch? Okay. Let's see how this plays out. Cool. So here, I love this run from Rylan. Once again, I'm happy for you guys play forward into the midfielder. That's the most ideal situation. That's really good. Okay, obviously, you also have the striker here by himself. So, out of all players, this is probably the most dangerous. But even still, as it goes to the winger, what must happen? Do I want to turn into the danger? Also, Nicholas, don't play onto the danger side of him. So the defender's on the right side of him. So you need to play to the left side of him. So do you see how you played it on the same side of the defender? And you've made Nate have to come inside. The detail in your pass means you win or lose, whether you have failure or success. So you must have detail with your pass. So the opposition's on the right side of the defender. So we must play to the left side of the opposite side, the safe side. So this is danger side, defender's on this side. This is safe side because there's no defender that side. And that would allow Nate to receive and then bounce into Rylan. Then Rylan goes out the other way. But now it's on the same side as dangerous, and we kind of lost the ball. So the quality of the pass means we either score or we lose the ball and risk them scoring. Okay, so this goes to both teams. I'll pull my hair out. So you won. Oh yeah, I lost it. Hold up. All right. So for example, as we always said, move the ball quickly rather than head down and think I've got to just dribble forward, run forward, and just play like I'm playing rugby. This is a really good example, and everyone is doing this. So you receive, head up. Thomas, you should be demanding this ball, pointing, screaming to receive this pass to run into space. Nate, you beat one player and bang. Once again, now is the same time to replay this ball. But all of us are in this headspace of head down. Let me just run as far as I can and just keep trying to beat the same player. We want to avoid that at all costs. We don't want to do that, okay? Let's move the ball quickly so that before they have a time to even react and see where the ball is, it's been switched to the other side, and now it's 2v1 game on. Okay, but the more we dribble, it's quicker the ball being passed, especially switches, will move faster than you can dribble. And you dribbling is slower than defenders running back. So move the ball quickly. That's what we're looking for. Here's an example of when I say get wide as possible and every inch matters. So for example here, this isn't wide enough, okay? Because as you receive, you've already lost the ball. But instead, when we say wide as possible, and I say a million times on the white dots, because if you're standing here, this pass is safe and away from this player, okay? Also, you receiving here, you're turning and you're facing off the pitch, no bueno. Also, if you receive in front of you, which is great, he's got the ball. Or if you get out here, either you're in space or this player follows you. Perfect, now we find the striker. But in this situation, because you haven't gone as wide as possible, this is all of you, I can't play straight through the gap because he's blocked. And I can't play you to your feet because you're marked. So now I've got no option besides to boot it out of bounds. Okay? So positioning of your teammate helps the person with the ball. If you position yourself well, if all your teammates position yourself well, it opens up gaps. If you stand here, you're either free or he marks you. If he marks you, there's now a gap for Rylan to receive through here. Or striker to receive. So listen to the coach of the words of the coach. And if you don't understand why, and you think, well, I don't understand why, I'm not going to do it, watch this video, but ask me. Go, why do I have to do that? And I will tell you. And I will tell you this. And just, I'm going to end the video in a second, but just a rehashing of, if you cannot play forward, it's okay to turn back and play to your goalkeeper. So here, it's just, you can see it's quite difficult to see anything here. You pause this, you go, okay, red, maybe Lara's on. Johnny's behind the player, so he's not free. It's just a nothing ball. So fake forward, put your foot on it, turn back to goalkeeper or switch out hopefully to Costa. But Costa, what I need from our defenders is if one has it, drop off and support under to switch out. So if one player has the ball, other one supports underneath. Okay, not directly under, just diagonally to receive a diagonal ball underneath, below. Okay, not to the side, not in front. Can we get you underneath? Dropping off and saying, yes, reset, turn out, there's no options, blah, blah, blah. As that gets turned out, RG, I need you getting wide as possible, okay, to receive the switch. And then we go. So next game, switch. Whether we're playing out from the goal kick, whether we can't play forward and we're stuck, learn to switch the ball, reset. We set it at halftime here. We got to make sure that we keep switching the ball. Have a good first touch in, Nicholas, please. Close first touch. If I can't, I can quickly reset, turn back. And here, I need more activity from my defenders. Mason, yes, turn back, reset, play backwards. I'm here if you need. And if Mason gets it, yes, Costa, turn back, reset, play backwards. We don't have to, but you must provide the option. Because then, look at this pile of space. So, Mason, can you come receive? Then maybe you can play through to RG. Endless options, but we're not all trying to help. A lot of us just watch. And we're not anticipating. So we go, okay, let's watch the ball. Watch. Okay, now Lara's turned back. Maybe we'll be a part of the game. But you must think for yourself and think ahead of the game. So, for example, Lara's going forward. I can probably presume Lara's running to nowhere. So I can think with my brain and go, okay, I guarantee Lara's going to turn any second. Or I can just say, hey, Lara, I think I can see more information. I can see that you've got nowhere to go. I'm going to come help you and tell you to turn back and reset. Okay. But it means everyone must be moving, pointing, and calling for the ball. Giving information, supporting, wanting the ball, wanting to help. And it's not a walk, it's like a sprint. Yes, I want the ball. Receive, drive, put through balls in, have a shot, anything. But off the ball, you're not wanting it. All of you. Final bit in the video is done. Here's a good example. Braxton's stuck, he can't go forward. Instead of booting it forward, hoping it goes forward somewhere, he thinks, okay, I can't go forward, can I turn back? So Braxton gets it, cool. He can't go wide, Nero's not there. Turn back, obviously it could be faster. But you switch and you get an option. And now we're going to talk about the press and then we're done. So this is a longer video than we will normally do because we have both under 12 teams. And I thought, hey, this is a good opportunity to actually get a lot of in-depth type of stuff. So cool. One sec. As a reminder, defenders, what do you have to think about? If they're pressing with one, we can get away with cheating and going up here. If they're pressing with multiple, 2 or 3, then you might have to drop off just the way you guys are. Okay, so that's something for you to realize. Can I get higher? Okay, no, I can't because they're pressing with 3. Or in this situation, they're pressing with 1. So then we could sit up higher. That's number 1. Okay, that's one thing to remember. We're adding on. We're now building upon our knowledge. RG, you have to be way wider, please. Cool. So now let's go through the press. So red are pressing. Let's go through it. All right. So it's gone one way. Perfect. So we need our striker pressing, forcing one way. But we have to read this person's body language. The furthest winger specifically has to read the body language and be happy to creep up in this happy medium space, like in between everyone. And so if I can see the ball is going to be switched either to this player, can I pick it off and apply pressure and try to win the ball and not allow the switch? So if it goes to the goalkeeper, can I press this and force it back to my striker, back to the danger? Okay, I don't want to press here and let them switch out. That's terrible. So pick it off. Or if I can't get there in time, okay, or if it does go all the way across, then I go to this player. Okay, if I can't get to the goalkeeper in time, maybe I just hold off. Okay, is he going to go there? Okay, or is he going to drop or is he going to go to, or is he going to go to the winger if my arrow will come back? So furthest winger, that's something for you to recognize. Can you pick off the switch? Strike, obviously don't allow the switch. And then everything still stays the same. We've got winger on winger, but make sure you stand more on the inside so you can prevent this through ball. So winger, not this side, on the inside shoulder. So you can block through balls. We want one defender on the striker, so if anything goes to his foot, anything comes to his feet, defender can get in front and tackle. We want a midfielder, once again, on the inside, perfect, trying to stop through balls, but also if it goes to feet, you can tackle. No problem with that. I think we all get that by now. And then over here, perfect, we've got cover behind, no problem, okay? All good stuff. The only thing we're learning and building upon is these wingers. If they switch out, can this furthest winger anticipate, see the body language? If this player is looking to switch, can we pick it off? If this player drives forward or passes forward, track your winger. That's it. Big, long video, but we won't do many of these. So make the most of the information that we gave you now, because you're not going to get much of it later. So don't take this for granted.